Hi, is Chaz here?
Chaz, is someone here to see you? Pick up your fucking skateboard.
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 75. It's your boy, Philly.
Grandmaster B.
Hollywood Apple Snatch.
Sea Rebel.
Sea Rebel Tom.
Rebels in the house.
Had to give the guns out.
Yeah, man.
We got to play his theme song, don't we?
Yeah, Sea Rebel.
Some would say he's back by popular demand.
Wow.
Tom now.
Some say it's quick like I-75.
I have gotten some love. I will say that. I read some of the comments.
Yeah, you got some good love on
Yeah.
YouTube, and thank you guys for checking us out. And, you know, good feedback, bad
Yes.
feedback. We love it all. We're trying to get better and trying to grow, so we're trying to get to that milestone. We're trying to go platinum at 100.
Yeah.
And thanks to everybody who said all the good comments about Hollywood, myself, and the rest of the guys. That was great. We also like the feedback, too, about the show can get better.
Yeah, nobody said anything about me and B, but that's okay. We'll go
Well,
nameless.
well, I guess
Love y'all, Tommy.
work harder, I guess.
Struggling.
Sea Rebel loves some Sea Rebel, don't he?
3/4 away from 100.
And by the way, I got to say something, you guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm good looking. I know I'm good looking.
Who cares?
And my floods look just fine. Thank you very much.
Oh, man. You know, Greer be busting on your draws, man. He did. You got to admit, though.
Why does he critique everything? What my tattoos look like, what my
So-
pants look like, where I'm going, how I'm walking, how I'm talking.
Hey, put me, Big Miggy, on blast, man. Now
Get
you
him-
shot.
get him
Come on,
out there.
Mickey, pick another hobby, man.
I would like to actually call him up during this podcast, but, you know, he's just that guy, man. That's what he does. He's constantly fucking with somebody.
Well, I'm
He does it
talking
to me
about
all the time.
I'm going to rib. I was talking to Philly there. I'm talking about the fucking what you were doing to me.
What?
Remember the last one? People who think
Something
they're
we don't
sexing
know,
who
Sea
they
Rebel.
really
Tell
are.
you guys, Tom, you.
What? I was doing something.
Oh yeah, people who think they're sexing who they really are. God
me?
damn it, I am sexy.
Oh, you.
That guy's a knucklehead.
Yeah, that's true. I believe it.
You don't know what I'm talking. Look, you don't know what I'm
I
talking about.
don't know what you're talking about.
You
I
did
can't
an
even see
episode-
through these. I'm
you
trying
did
to
an
look cool right
episode
now.
on
It ain't
this-
working.
You did
I
an
can't see.
episode.
It goes back to busting chops. You got to understand, Rebel. Hey, both sides of, listen, I'm in the middle. We got the Polish side, the Mexican side. We all bust chops, dude.
Oh, I love busting
It's
chops.
either you-
whining.
It's either you hang or you don't.
Oh, I love hanging. I just wanted to.
You in the
said I
club
need
or
a
you
chance to
not
defend
in the
myself,
club?
so I'm just trying to
Oh, for
break his
sure.
balls back a little
You
bit.
got to give it back, bro.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Look
at that. Look at that.
It would feel better if he even knew what the fuck I was talking about, but he's looking at me like,
Right.
what?
I really don't know what he's talking about. So,
So that's a symptom of pickleitis.
Right.
It's
There
right.
you go.
There he is, right there. So we got to name our mascot. By the way, we don't have a name for him.
So Pickleton.
He's a big fan
Sir
of Abbey
Pickleton.
Road. He's a big fan of Abbey Road.
Rob, what do you think?
Tom.
What's a good name for her? Tom
Tom
Pickle?
Pickleton.
Tom.
No, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
remember the old turkey when you were a kid?
Who are you?
No, we got to come up with some better.
We got to name him. We got to figure out a mascot.
We'll
name.
do that. We'll do
Every
do that.
mascot has a name, right? It doesn't
Or
matter.
write in the comments what you think our mascot should be.
that. Yeah, there you go. Let
There
the
you go.
fans
You know what I noticed?
the fans decide.
You know what I noticed because I watched and great job on getting the videos out to YouTube and stuff like that. Philly, the master of
trying.
he's like the Dr. Dre behind everything, man. He's just like the big guy that fixes everything. I
That's
use my hands a lot. I mean, I don't sit still, man. I'm sitting here watching myself. I'm like, what I got? I'm like, but I know
got a bit of trip.
I know I'm doing the board, right? I'm doing this thing, but I noticed, man, like I'm not sitting still. I just need to just.
There's a lot going on, but you
There
do a
is a
good
lot.
job. We're getting better as we go, which
Yeah.
is great. We're at episode 75, and we're patting each other on the back a little bit here.
Little bit,
because
little bit.
This just came out of nowhere. Basically, this whole idea, right?
Yeah,
Three
it's-
Here we
quarters
are,
away.
and we're growing. And I got a few calls this week, and shout out to my boy Aldo at Fly with
Aldo.
Oh yeah, the
He
the
called me
last
night.
the Navigator guy, whatever. It's
Beautiful.
The videos are phenomenal. I hope you guys check them out. And no, we were just chopping up, talking business and stuff. And he's like, man, keep doing what you guys are doing. I could tell you're passionate about it, and that's what it's all about.
You know what would be
And
sweet?
he's doing great on social media. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just different things like that. We got to support each other in this,
Yes.
and things that we love to do. And sky's the limit, man. Whatever happens, happens. Not everybody's gonna love it. It's not for
Right,
everybody,
yeah.
but it's for us, and we're gonna continue.
I'm wondering if all though.
But if you don't
put
love
that
it, you
on
don't
side
give
of
a
a
fuck.
plane. It's in the air that says 5.
Hey, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
We're getting recognized, though. I think they're slowly but surely things are starting to come around. There was somebody that actually left a message here in our inbox. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can actually pull this up here, if it's even possible. While I'm doing this bullshit, though.
And hold on, I must say, shout out to the ladies last week. You did a phenomenal job.
Great show. It really was. Good show.
Episode was doing great. Sue
Yep.
Rebel approves, and a lot of people had a lot of great things to say. So shout out to Sue and also Ange at Baked in the D.
Yeah.
Baked in the D.
Here we go, guys.
Most are baked in the D down.
Here we go, guys. Ready for this one? This just came across our voicemail, so let's see.
Everyone, it's Joe Rogan. Just wanted to give a shout out to Philly Grandmaster B in Hollywood at the Fives of the Week podcast.
See, I mean, you never know who's going to discover you. So Joe Rogan puts a shout out to us, probably one of the most popular guys out there.
Copyright
I mean,
there.
it may be fabricated a little bit. But no, that's great, man.
Joe might even appreciate that.
He might.
Right. That could go a couple of different ways.
I mean,
Anyway, with that being said, Sue Rebel, how's your week, man?
yes.
hard. We're working hard. We're switching over to EV with a lot of our vehicles and
Hollywood would agree he's hired.
hard.
Who are you?
Rebel down here.
It's been pretty good. I mean, I'm glad I got my job, but sometimes it gets rough, man.
I feel you.
Because I wrench all day long. All day long. I mean, what I do for a living is literally, I got a wrench in my hand all day.
Stop whining.
It's not a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying your palms are bad?
Oh, yeah, it's hard too.
It
They're starting to get hairy. I mean, they talk about that shit. Wrenches will have the same effect.
Oh yeah, the torch
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Snatch, how was your week, man?
Oh, not bad. We're midway through. I believe today is Hump Day.
Yeah, it is hump day.
Damn you, it's Hump Day. Damn you.
We like to record on hump day, Tom.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Just clearing out at work and everything like that. You know, getting stuff out.
Are you guys getting changed over to all the EV stuff?
They're trying.
That's we're in the middle of all that right now.
There's tons of people everywhere looking and marking, and you know, so that's to come in the next few months here. But you know, we're cleaning up outside, you know, getting crates out of there and everything, making it look good because the big
Right.
bosses are coming through and they
You
want.
guys got all the audits coming in, all the QS audits and all that
yes,
stuff. We
yes.
got all them people walking around right now.
But it's easy. It's just getting up 3 a.m, dude. You know what I mean? You're up. You take that piss. Now you got an hour and a half, and the next thing you know, you sleep over 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's 4
or you
o'clock
wake
to
up, you
12.
think, okay, it's time to go to work. You look up, it's 12:27. You're like,
Right. The 4 to 12, getting off at 12 is nice.
I can't say I relate.
no. We were talking to Philly.
Stroll in when it's lunchtime.
Philly's like, early for me is 6 o'clock. Me and Holly were like, shit, we've already had a burger by 6 o'clock.
Right.
So, B, how
going
was
on
your,
lunch.
how was your week, man?
So far, so good. Had some issues with Comcast, you know, the cable provider that I use.
Who doesn't?
It's such a nightmare dealing with those people. You know, you call to get something figured out. It wasn't about a bill. This is about equipment. I'm sure we all have the same kind of box if you're doing what you're doing. This thing basically fried out. And so they sent me a bunch of replacement boxes to swap everything out, but they weren't compatible. The guy sent the wrong item. Then I had no cable for a while. And, you know, you get used to TV just being there. And you don't have no freaking cable.
So you go from not having the TV,
Yeah, to bust out the
wasting
VHS
the day. Now we got the
tapes for a
damn
day.
cable.
Yeah.
What is next?
Nut
What
Buster
is
1 and
next?
2, bro.
What is that?
No, it's not good, man. Yes, it's very, yes. So it's our turn to ask Philly.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? over there?
Chucky, Master B, how you doing?
Hey, take it easy. How's
Yeah,
it going
week's
there,
pretty
Philly?
good, man. You know,
Yeah.
again, happy birthday to my son, Sweet 16 this week. So
Yeah, happy birthday, Sweet 16, Mike.
celebrated that this weekend, and yeah, just been chilling, man. Got some things on the horizon, more to come.
More to come down
really?
there.
So yeah, you know,
Get back in the
everything's
studio? What's
looking
going on
good.
here, bro? It's peek under the tent, so to speak.
No, just it's personal.
All right, I got
But
you.
when it happens, I don't want to jinx myself.
I got
Quite
you.
personal.
I'm not very what's that word?
You're a superstitious kind of guy.
I'm
aren't
not very superstitious, but I just don't want to jinx it.
Right.
Can we
It's
ask,
happened
though-
before. You know?
Can we
Yeah,
ask
no,
it-
yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask, is it work related or personal though?
Now,
Is
now,
that-
you're, now you're giving him hints. Now we got to play guess that that thought or whatever. We don't.
I wasn't trying to guess
Nah.
the thought. I was just curious if it
More
was
to come.
professionally or.
More to come.
More to come. We're
More
gonna
to
leave it
come.
at that.
Leave it
How
at
about
that.
I'm just trying to stay positive, basically. What I'm
Have some
saying.
popcorn.
You know what I mean?
We don't want to steal his thunder because this could be a whole episode
AC
in its
Rebel,
own, man. You never know.
If I had to ask one question, does it have hair?
Oh, what?
I'm just glad I still have
If
it.
it does, where?
Well,
The hairline's going back, but I still have it.
yeah, but you still have that good looking
Yeah.
face. So you pull it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
All right, man,
I got
some
real
beef,
lucky
so-
with that aspect.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the world news, and GMB is going to kick it off for us.
Yeah, guys. So this 7.8 magnitude earthquake, rescuers search for these survivors in
Horrible.
Turkey. Did you guys see this, man?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Right near Syria
Horrible.
after the earthquake. This leaves over 5,000 plus people dead that they can calculate right now. This rocks Syria and Turkey, rose to more than 5,000 people that they're assuming aren't going to make it. It's just terrible. I mean, I was watching this thing on the news. I mean, this is raw footage, right? These are people that, like, we have cell phones. We can, boom, record anything on an instant. These buildings were just swaying. It looked like something out of like a Hollywood-made movie. Like the buildings were moving.
Sad.
And we all know what happened during 9/11. When you start seeing things moving, it's coming down. And it was just coming down and people were running. It was such a bizarre thing. And you got to say, man, and there was like 7.8 magnitude earthquake, but then the aftershocks were almost close to that.
Wow.
So you think you're, okay, it's done. Let's assess the damage. And boom, here comes, there was over 200 more of the, what do they call it? That after the earthquake hits. What's it called? Aftershocks?
After
Right after.
Yeah. Could you imagine? That was like just, oh, God.
They found that
terrible.
little girl today. Did you see that? They found that child.
Yeah.
It was all crazy. I mean,
Right.
even know how bad it is.
She was alive.
Something was they found. That
You're talking about
sad.
the little girl or the baby? Because there was a baby
No,
born
I see
under the
little
rubble,
girl.
but the mom had passed, unfortunately, and goes back to what we talked about last week in the podcast and one of those questions. Remember what could a woman do if something ever happened to her?
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it was Ange that said give birth.
Yeah.
Well, somehow the baby was already out alive, and they were able to get this poor little
Yeah, no, this
infant.
was an older one.
Yes,
Yeah, she came
man.
out screaming. Yeah, I did
Oh
hear
my
about
gosh,
Sad,
that was
very
just
sad.
terrible, man. Anybody watch the Grammys?
that. No.
Yes, I did see it.
Okay, so
I didn't, and I'm usually hip to it, but I missed it.
yeah, the Grammys were. I mean, to me, Hollywood, please talk on this.
It's different than how we grew up watching the Grammys.
Absolutely.
Way
I
different.
lost interest.
It's
I'd-
the way that they're changing everything now. It's not fun. It's all about money now. You know what I mean? Glamour and all that. And it takes away from the true meaning of the Grammy and everything. Big spotlight was on Ben Affleck. Didn't look like he was having a good time with his wife. He was right there in front of the camera.
Oh, did
And
you see when they caught him?
Yeah.
And Jen was like, sit up
Yeah,
straight.
he
or
said
whatever.
something to her.
Oh, really? No, I
She
didn't
wasn't
see
going
that.
for that, yeah. So, I mean, there was big talk about that, Miss Elliott lost a lot of weight. You see her?
Yeah,
Oh, God, she looked amazing. So
I
different.
did hear the hip hop show, the tribute to
That-
hip hop was really cool.
that was really. It was the 50th anniversary for hip hop. Hip hop, I didn't even know this, started back in 1972. I mean, there was some people that started putting together those beats and stuff back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
With some manual stuff,
Yeah.
and they created hip hop, and it just transcended to what it is now. It's its own category.
Old school high top Adidas cut off.
Yeah,
shirt,
and they
you
brought
know.
all the old rappers
Adidas.
out, which is cool. They had, the remaining members of Run DMC.
Yes.
What's his name? The guy that wears Big Clock, Flavor Flav.
Oh, Flavor Flav.
Flavor
They had
Flav.
just a ton of different like old school rap artists that came out. So that probably was the highlight of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a bunch of people. It's changed so much.
And look at some of the stuff they wear.
Yeah. Harry Styles was wearing like, I don't know, overalls that were all sparkly. You probably got one of those in your closet, don't you?
I got it from you.
Did you?
I
you're
got
right.
it from you. You tried this on for me.
No, I gave you my jeans. And
No,
you never
gave
got
me
them
the
hemmed.
flood. No, you gave me the flood.
Now, wasn't the big news out of this show Beyonce not getting Album of the Year?
Yeah. Harry Styles won it.
But dude, I didn't hear either of the albums. Maybe I'm just not hip to the music nowadays.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be. It could be.
I don't know, but
To me, that's like where I lost. Like, I get it. There's some artists out, like Adele won.
She looks great, by the way.
She looks
She does
really
look really
good.
Wow.
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Needless to say, there's a whole lot of changes happening in the music industry. The Legends, they did a Motown tribute, which I
Yeah.
thought was really good.
Oh,
with
really? Now
Stevie
I'm going to have to go
Wonder.
back and watch that because you guys know how much I'm a Motown fan.
It was really good. Smokey Robinson came out.
Really?
Yeah, they paid tribute to Motown because was it Barry Gordy got an award, and so that was a big deal. But yeah, it's just like just watching that show, and I tried to turn it off, but then I knew something else was coming on.
Look at Chris Brown. He got all pissed because that one guy, he won the award. And he's like, who in the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Wasn't that where we're at now? It's like people hate on each other.
yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
because-
about supporting
Yeah, you
each
can't
other.
have somebody success. But on the Motown thing, being a proud Detroiter, I mean, that's cool. That the thing I love about Motown, it's not R&B, it's not hip hop. It's Motown.
Yeah.
You know, you have rock, rap,
It's something
country,
of our own.
Motown.
I
It's
remember
its
being in
own
the house
region.
on a Sunday. The Grammys are coming on.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
like,
so do I. It's the same
that was
thing with the
like
Academy
watching Super
Awards.
Bowl, man.
Yes,
you got to
it's
see
not
all
like that
your
anymore.
favorite artists in one room. Like you would see all those big names. And
Same thing with the Academy Awards. I mean, look at
Yes,
it now.
that's a
Who
good-
watches
good
it now?
point.
I mean,
Yep.
back then when I was a kid, you talking to your friends about the Academy Awards coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we used to rush home so we could all watch it as a family that Sunday night all the time. And now
And that's something that's been lost in American. I mean, how many Americans actually sit down at the dinner table as a family?
that's been talked about for a long time. At least
Man.
a decade now, right?
you know, I talked to my wife about this, man. Like I always remember sitting at a dinner table as I was growing up and stuff like that at home. And I just find it so like normal now, or it became such habit form that when we're eating dinner, grab what you want out of the kitchen and go sit back on the couch. You got that plate balancing on your leg. Make sure the dog ain't knocking over my Coke Zero. It's like, why ain't I sitting at a table?
Right.
You know, it's like that's where I should be, but we don't. You guys,
Yeah, it's kind of weird when you ask yourself that because is it, if you're eating a sandwich, I think it's okay. But when you're eating dinner, you need to be at the table. Does that make sense to you?
it does, and like
It does, but at the same time, I mean, everybody's gotten such a hurry in life anymore nowadays. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it is. I mean, my home is guilty for itself. I have young children myself.
I wanna be
And,
at
I have
that
kids
table,
between,
man.
I have kids between 8 and 17, and I'm guilty of it.
That's something
You know,
I always
get
try
home-
to. I always try to instill in my son too. So whenever we have dinner, like you need to sit down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the schedule's different. Working, he's getting older. He's got things going on. Go to the gym. We're so hungry, we just try to smash whatever I make right away.
'Cause
I'm
you
like-
got
I
18
told him
other
the other
things to
day,
do,
I was
right?
like, dude, why don't you sit down with me and just eat real quick?
Yeah, and he-
He's, Dad, I'm starving. Like,
he found that foreign. He's
Right.
like,
No.
oh,
Right.
what?
yes and no, but it's like it's not the norm anymore. Like your point, like you're
It's so.
Where
it's so
20
weird.
years ago, it was like, okay, everything's got to stop for about an hour because I have to go home and eat dinner with my
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was just a part of the scheduled routine.
And-
you left school, you did your homework, you met everybody at the dinner table, and then you went up,
100%. And I found it like, you know, when you get a steak, if you grill a steak on a grill, you want to sit at a table because you need
Yeah,
fork and knife.
think it should be. Yeah,
I got to the point where I'm cutting my steak up at the counter and then bringing it back to the couch. That's like,
Oh, no.
hell, man, that's like trailer
Can't do
park
it.
shit right there,
You gotta-
man.
you
I
gotta
can't
break
do
that.
it.
yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
Can't win with him.
The hell's wrong with
Can't win
trailer
with
park?
you.
Can't do it.
Yeah, because if you fall into that,
The hell's wrong with trailer park?
yeah.
There isn't anything, but I'm saying, like I told my wife, like we had bought this beautiful table we're never sitting at. It's become more of like a housing
Just a
area
piece,
for like
yeah.
shit, basically, like kind of like the treadmill I bought. Just
But you know where that
put my
shit came
shirts
in?
on it.
Back in the day, the
Clothes
TV. Remember the
too
old,
much.
remember the old damn TV trays?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Double click.
Yeah. You brought them out of the holidays when you had every on Thanksgiving, the table was full.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I could see that, but no.
And you
I
and you were lucky if you got a spot in a chair and a TV tray. You were one of the lucky kids.
It kind of takes away from the basic fundamentals that's
Yes.
still family. That's where you get a lot of social stuff.
How's
out.
your day? What'd you do today?
Turn the
Anything
TV
important?
off.
Next one.
Yeah, it's
That's,
crazy.
it doesn't matter your background. That's like American tradition.
It is.
Sit down
That's
at
what
a
I'm
dinner
saying,
table
man.
with family. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
That's
mean-
just it's gotten lost on today's society.
Yeah.
Really, really has.
It's
100%.
nuts, man. So, really quick here, one other thing. AMC Theaters is they're getting pummeled right now because they're trying to create different tier pricing at the movie theaters. So, in other words, you know, the 3-tiered seating system, like they'll have value sight lines, standard sight line, and preferred sight lines to watch a movie. And for what you choose on that scale, you'll have to pay extra money. Now, if you want general admission, like the first 15 rows are all like premium. So now even the movie theaters are starting to find an angle to try to make more money, like Ticketmaster and everything else that's going on out there. But, you know, the theaters really hurt during the pandemic. There's nobody there. They don't want to piss the wrong people off because everything streams so fast now. 100%. You got everything that you can get access to at a theater.
Right, they're playing with a dangerous. They're playing a dangerous game doing that. Absolutely,
I think it's a stupid idea.
The movie theater is 5 years behind. That pandemic really hurt them. I was a big movie goer,
but at the same time, I mean, I don't like it, but at the same time, I got to side with society. They got bills to pay just like anybody else. Sure. You know what I mean? And if they're not bringing that revenue in, you got to find ways to bring revenue in. So you got a board sitting around and like, look, we got to make up this revenue. How are we going to do it? They're just trying to survive just like anybody else.
Yeah,
it's a business. But Hollywood, we had this conversation around Halloween when Halloween came out. You said, what would you rather do? Would you rather go to the theater and see it, or would you sit at home? Man, I had the Halloween decorations up. My son invited his buddy over. Put the candles on, got that spooky feeling, and I had a hell of a time at home.
Yeah, and that's not bad neither.
And that's what people are doing, you know what I'm saying? Just to try to save a buck or two.
Right. Yeah. Oh, a board sitting around going, how do we get them back out of the living rooms? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So
straight out of Compton.
I don't think that's the way either.
I went and seen.
No.
It was sweet. Straight at the 19 in Mound.
Yeah.
Loved it, man.
What's that?
Straight out of Compton.
Oh, right.
Oh, dude, NW. Oh, it was great.
But that was the thing back in the day. I used to love going to the movie theater.
Oh, absolutely. Remember, I don't know about when you're a little bit younger than we are, Billy, but Showcase Cinemas. Remember Showcase Cinemas? Yes. Yeah, that was when I was a kid, I seen great movies.
Those were dates, man. Like you go to a theater, like, hey, we'll go catch, go to a show, get dinner, whatever.
You remember the Ville one? That one used to be no more than $1.75.
Yeah.
You take a snooch there with you, you're golden.
Remember, my hood was Bel Air Movie Theater on 8 Mile and Van Dyke. Remember that?
I've been there.
Are these the drive-ins you're talking about?
No, this is the Bel Air Movie Theater on 8 Mile and Van Dyke. Oh, that place was legendary, man.
I know you dinosaurs love them drive-ins, though.
Oh, dinosaur, but that's even before mine. That's like the Cretaceous period.
Dude, that should be brought back.
What's that?
I think that's cool.
Theater.
I like the.
There's still one on Nevada. No, not Nevada.
Wyoming.
Yeah,
Wyoming. Dearborn.
Yeah, my buddy Dan. He used to go there and watch movies all the time. He was a big pothead, and he'd go into the movie theater and smoke about 15 joints, watch whatever movie they had.
Imagine backing your truck up, folding your girl beer.
Cool,
Come on.
I went there with him before. There's whole families there. There was hanging lines out and stuff, doing clothes while the movie was going on because it was cheap rent for them. You know what I mean? For the night.
Rebel, so what do you got for us, man?
I got. Did you guys hear about this at the Blue Water Bridge where there was 84 bricks of cocaine discovered? Wow. At the Blue Water Bridge? Yeah, they got caught trying to smuggle it over, and they got busted. Yeah, there was actually 2 of them. One had 84, the other one had 82 bricks of cocaine. Damn. Trying to come over the Blue Water Bridge.
And this guy must know Don Joaquin.
Well, Don Conweenie can be very happy because he lost a whole bunch of money. Yeah, they got it all. They had pictures of it. They had pictures of it stacked up. And I'm thinking, what the hell were they driving? I mean, because the table they had it on looked like it was big as this table. I was like, how did they get that even in a vehicle? It was It was a truck driver. That's what it was. They got the truck driver in custody, and they had another van in custody. Had more. And 2 people in custody. I was like, wow.
Pull over to the right, sir.
Yes.
They want to check you down. There's the dogs waiting on you. You know you're done.
How stupid. I mean, you're only going to, you may have gotten away with it once.
He's the mule.
Yeah, he was going to say he's the mule.
Did you guys ever see that movie by chance?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Starts off kind of
great
slow.
movie. Great movie.
Loved it.
Clint Eastwood. Yep, that was great.
What else you got? C-Reb, or is that it?
That was what I had.
Okay, right on. Hollywood, over to you.
I got a few things. I got the New York City is lifting up its vaccine mandate for the employees.
I heard that. I did hear that.
Municipal people for the courts and all that and everything. They're lifting that up in New York. It's a big surprise. Anyone hear about the woman that was declared dead at the funeral home? They found her breathing. 82-year-old woman from Suffolk County. At the funeral, she started breathing.
No.
What? Yeah.
How could that be possible? Because
Yes.
They've sucked. When you're by the time you get to that funeral home, your blood's been sucked out of you while you're.
Well, I don't think it was a transportation from the hospital to the funeral home. She was declared already dead.
Wow.
And she started breathing.
Now the
At the
EMT
funeral.
ain't having a job. Right.
So then from there, I guess.
See, what happened was.
Yeah.
Clock it, yep.
I think she had died a few days after that, but yeah, she was still alive, man.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody
They were
dropped
free.
the ball.
Oh, yeah. It happens all the time.
Boy.
Terrible.
Well, yeah, we could say that one for different. Doctors in Detroit are giving free dental implants to seniors.
I did hear that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, giving it all free to ones that ain't got no toothes.
Well, I also heard that what they were doing, they were dumbing down on that, as a lot of these students that go to dental school now.
I think, yeah.
They're taking
Makes
like
sense.
these guys that they can't afford teeth and stuff like that, and that's who they're working on now.
Yes.
and so they're getting all this free dental work.
Seniors.
Yeah, and they're getting
Or maybe not.
And for teeth, yeah, right.
Man, you messed my shit up more than it was when I came in here.
I had 5 teeth when I started here.
You're somebody's guinea pig at that
That's
point.
what I got.
you know?
That's what I got. Philly, up to you.
What you got on the news, Phil?
So, New Hampshire sets a new record low temperature in the U.S. of negative 108 degrees.
Fuck you guys.
Isn't that nuts? Can you imagine?
Jeez.
Someone say shiver me timbers.
Simple me timbers.
Shiver me timber shit.
on.
You couldn't even shipper. You need
2
stiff.
times the snow this year, dude. I don't think we're gonna get another one.
Well, now it's like, last 2 days, I didn't even wear an undershirt. I wore a dress shirt and then like a pullover. And it's totally comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that's how the weather changes in Michigan. It's a great thing I love about
Well, that's
the
because
state
you're
of
Michigan hardened.
Right.
Get somebody from Florida come out here.
Depends on the night, but some would say I'm hard.
Hardened.
Bi-
That's a Michigan in you.
Yeah, the weather's just crazy. It fluctuates, but I'm a warm-blooded creature, so I don't mind it. You know what I mean? That's just me.
You're a Michigander.
Yes, sir.
Gander.
Bring a Floridian up here in 55 degrees. They're going to be wearing Eskimo clothes and a hoodie. And
Different story, right? So big news, reported by the Detroit News. SummerSlam is coming to Detroit in August.
the D.
Really?
So the last SmackDown we had here, this is WWE folks that don't indulge, but as some may know, Hollywood
I'm
and I are
into
super
it.
wrestling fans.
I'm starting to get into it a little
But it's
bit.
cool though. I think it's a good look for the city, right? We're
yeah.
having the draft here next year. Like the city's coming up, and I think it's great exposure. So it's all the people, man. Just live it up, man, and have a great time. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I can to be in a building. You know, I'm a big wrestling fan, dude. I love it. And I think it's cool. And they had such success here that they're willing to bring one of their biggest pay-per-views of the year to Detroit.
Oh, that's
to Ford
the mere
Field.
fact that, the mere fact that I figured that is a market,
Yeah,
that's great.
it's actually a big wrestling market here.
What?
So
I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's going to bring a lot of money in.
yeah, next to WrestleMania, that's probably their biggest show.
That's awesome, man.
I've been to a Raw, but I've never been to a Monday Night Raw.
man.
Yeah, the shows, they're a lot of fun, man. I know it gets a lot of heat at times from some people, but
Man,
it is what it is.
it's live. It's nothing like it live.
Yeah.
You should
Especially when
see-
you get surprise guests that don't know what's coming on.
Oh, God.
It's awesome.
You see, we went down to Little Caesars.
big
Remember
pop.
that?
Right, yeah, it's like a bomb goes off.
For sure.
We're sitting there in the front row. I mean, 2 rows, I believe it is. Me, this lady, sitting right next to us. Remember? Complaining.
About
I
what?
gotta look at that camera the whole night.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, I look at him, look at my brother, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Shut up. Are you gonna put the camera? I'm like, I'm gonna hit this.
Cameron should have turned around to you. That would have been a good episode.
He looked and he's moving. He's on the wheels. No, I was fine.
I know, but that would have been
She was
funny.
from Canada. I come over from Canada.
Well,
I paid for those.
of course she was from Canada.
Right.
Oh,
I know.
God.
You can't please them all, right?
No.
So this I wanted to actually touch on last week, and I know it's a sensitive topic, so we won't have to dive too deep into it. But did you guys see the Tyree Nichols police
pathetic.
beat up tape?
Yes, I did. I
Yes,
see
yes.
it.
I mean,
Terrible.
it was awful. It made me sick. I couldn't even watch the whole thing.
What part of that are they trying to justify? I don't see anything in that video that they
Can't
could possibly
justify
try to justify that.
There's nothing in there that you can justify. And it's not a racial thing because obviously it was 5 black cops and a black man, but it's like it was a personal vendetta. But again, it's that abuse of power that
Absolutely.
is just unacceptable.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean,
And the problem with the police departments around the country is that abuse of power has been turned on by deaf ears from all the higher ups for so long that now is why it's become a problem. But they created that themselves for all the deaf ears that they just look the other way on when these cops are doing other
Well,
stuff.
did you hear the latest on it? The one cop was videotaping and taking
Yeah,
pictures,
yeah.
sent it to his buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that, man?
it's horrible, man.
Especially now when the cops are under such scrutiny. You know what I mean?
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
You would think they'd have their brief meetings like, look, you guys.
Yeah.
A whole nother issue there, man.
Sad. So RIP to him. Condolences to his family.
Yeah.